Hello and welcome to the Tailored Expressions YouTube channel. My name is Terry and I will be sharing 3 cards that I created using the In the Kitchen Triple Slim Layering Stencil set. So let's get started. First, I will go over the products that I will be using in this video. For cardstock, I am using the color Blueberry, Black Licorice, and the Triple Slim Paper Pack in Sugar Cube. For my ink pads, I am using Blueberry, Honey, Gumball, Toffee, Versamark, and Versafine Clear, and of course coordinating TE blending brushes. I am heat embossing the sentiments and I am using white embossing powder. I have also pulled out Deco Foil Transfer Gel Duo to use with the gorgeous fun foil in the color Gold Shimmer. You will need a mixed media spatula for it and some foam squares for adhesive. And finally, the awesome Triple Slim Layering Stencil in the kitchen. I am pairing this with the Oh My Words Hello stamp set. Okay, so the Triple Slim Layering Stencil comes with 5 layering stencils. I love how the back of the packaging shows you each layer as well as an example of the results. When I'm using this type of stencil set, I like to pull out the Triple Slim Paper Pack in Sugar Cube because I don't have to worry about the exact measurements and I can immediately get started on my cards. I know that layering stencils can seem intimidating, but that's actually not the case at all. Each layering stencils are labeled on the bottom and it includes embossed grid lines that line up perfectly with the Triple Slim paper. It makes it very easy to line up each layer of stencil. I think the hardest part is probably picking the colors for your project. Okay, so here I am using a magnetic station to hold my cardstock and stencil in place. Once I have the cardstock aligned with the grids onto the stencil, I place the magnets on top to hold everything in place. I started off with my blue blending brush with the color Gumball. I am blending the ink onto the openings of the first layer of stencil. And once the first layer is complete, I wiped it down with a damp napkin and continue to do the second layer. For the second layer, I am using the color Honey. I continue to do the exact same thing for the third and fourth layer, making sure that the grids of the stencils are aligned with the cardstock. For the third and fourth layer, I am using Blueberry and Toffee. Okay, so here is the fun part. For the 5th layer, I am not using an ink pad for the color. I am using the Deco Foil Transfer Gel Duo and applying that onto the stencil with a mixed media spatula. I really like this product because it doesn't require a laminating machine to transfer all the fun foils. You can either use heat or pressure to adhere the foil to your cardstock. You can see that I have applied the product using a spatula. Please remember to wash off the spatula and the stencil right away after you apply the product, as the product can dry and leave a residue on your supplies. When the product is wet, it is white in color. You want to let this dry down before applying the foil. You will know once it's ready when the product turns clear, a transparent color. Okay, so I am going to set that aside and work on another piece of the project. For the sentiment, I am using Oh My Word Hello sentiment and stamping that onto Black Licorice cardstock. I did condition my cardstock with an anti-static powder tool before inking it with Versamark clear embossing ink. I like to use my Just Press It tool for even coverage. I then added white embossing powder and heat set that with my heat tool until it was nice and melted. And off screen, I trimmed each of the sentiment down. Now going back to the layering stencil cardstock. As you can see here, the color of the gel paste has now turned transparent, which means that it's now tacky and ready for the foil application. I am using the fun foil in the color Gold Shimmer and I am laying it straight onto the cardstock. I trimmed down the remainder of the foil. So with this product, like I mentioned earlier, you can either use heat or pressure. For today's project, I am using pressure. I placed the foil cardstock between my sandwich plates for my Sizzix die cutting machine. I ran that through my machine about 2 times to make sure that I had good pressure. And then it's time to remove the foil. I love the results of this. The sparkle from the foil is amazing and it adds just the right amount of pizzazz to your overall card design. I used my paper trimmer and trimmed each section down. I also trimmed the blueberry colored cardstock down to fit slightly larger than each of my stencil panel. So now it's time to adhere everything together. I adhered each card panel down to the blueberry cardstock and placed a sentiment on top using foam squares. I did decide on one of the card panel that I wanted to stamp out the sentiment with VersaFine clear ink instead of placing a black sentiment strip. To finish off the card, I adhered it to the top folding card base, and that's it. I love the shine of each of these cards and I just love the kitchen theme. I hope you found some inspiration in this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the Tailored Expressions channel for more inspirational videos. Okay, until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.